Hello, 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 and welcome to the pop-up shop. And I am with my treasure, my sweetheart, Miss GiGi Spencer.
Hello.
And Miss GiGi, tell our guests how you're doing at home. I just want to give you a little sneak peek of this. This lady versus me, who had not sauteed an onion or a garlic clove for 10 years, she is a master chef. So how are you guys doing?
Thank you. We're doing well today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's been a good day.
Good. You look beautiful.
Thank
Skin looks lovely. You look.
Thank you.
lovely.
I did a facial yesterday, so
Did you? Yes.
I needed extractions and things.
Wonderful. See, ladies and gentlemen, we are our own best customers. You know, people ask myself and GiGi and the other ladies, honestly, we get this question, do you use these products? Like they do it quietly. Do you use
Every
these
day.
products?
Every day.
Give me your trade secret. And it is, yes, we do use these products.
We do.
And I have been using these products since 1992. So, you know, it is truly a testimony of our products. And
yeah, I think I'm going on about 15 years using the product.
Yeah. I was I just mentioned that I have been down here since early this morning, and I had to interface with somebody, and so I thought they would come to my house, but they came here. So I am still in my post-Thomas pre-clothes outfit.
Right.
But anyway, she was taking some information of me, and she asked me my age, and she went, "Really?"
Yes.
And so no, I said, yeah, that is. I said, here's my license.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so it is about home care and treatments working together.
Right.
And that's what GiGi and I would like to speak to you today about. Is, you know, GiGi was on with me a week and a half ago, and we spoke about dermaplaning specifically, but we just talked about that as a treatment of its own. Bridget and I spoke a bit about our alpha beta peel. Melissa and I spoke about health and wellness with facials and massage, and Sweet Sarah did eyelash strip demonstration. But GiGi and I would like to speak today as we're getting ready in the next month to re-gear back up. Governor Abbott stated that we can open the boutique here. Not just here, but retail on Friday the 24th, and that, you know, there will be a rollout as time goes on.
Right.
But over this month, because the last day I was here was Saturday the 21st, and so it's a month today.
Right.
And during the month, we've had a wonderful special, and people are taking advantage of it because it's 20% off all products. And so, believe it or not, I'm shipping to people in Salado and other parts of Texas who, you know, don't want to drive in necessarily, but also around the United States. So people are recognizing that home care is vital to maintain. And GiGi just shared that she's been using these products for going on 15 years. So when we did say this, and many people probably were not with us last time, but we did say, now, if you were going to do one thing, it really would be home care. It's like brushing and flossing your teeth.
Right.
If you didn't brush and floss your teeth and went to the dentist every 6 months or so, you'd be in a big fat mess. So, and yes, we never went to the dentist. Eventually, you'd have gum problems and other problems, but it's that maintenance that is so key and critical.
Right.
So what we want to talk about today, guys, is that we are a very unique spa practice combined together. I call it a hybrid. A hybrid meaning that it looks like, it feels like, it smells like it. From a service position, it is a luxury day spa, but it also is clinical and medical. And what does that really mean? What does that really mean? And so basically what it means is that we take each client and customize their needs.
Yes.
So let's just share a little bit about when you initially interface with a brand new client.
So the first time that I interface with someone, I will take the time to figure out what's important to them, what their routines are, just how much time they're spending in the sun before I even touch their skin, just so I can know in my mind, what history a person has or the history of a person's skin before I make any determinations. So that's the first thing. And then the next step would be to actually touch and look at their skin under a magnifying light, just to see what their skin says to me, and see if it matches up to what their expectations are. And then if it doesn't, then we put a plan together to determine how do we get there from where they are. Right. Different people come in with different needs,
And also different expectations.
Right.
Meaning that we do, because again, we're a luxury day spa, and many people purchase gift cards for their special someone.
Yes. So, some people might come in and they might want rest and relaxation. You're definitely going to get that. But as a clinical medical esthetician, I want to be able to help them get their skin to be the best that it can be.
And wouldn't you say that many people, I've found this over the years, that will come because they've received a gift card, but truly each and every person,
right,
regardless of age, regardless of their skin need or condition, they want to be the best they can be.
They do. Most people do. Your face is usually the first thing that people see when they see you, is your face. So most people want it to look good. Naturally, as well as when they put their makeup on. But I will find that most clients want people to look at their skin and know that they're healthy. And, by looking at your skin, which is the largest organ on your body, you can usually tell what's going on within.
And, we touched on how we have an intake form, and we go over that and discuss with the individual, whether they're here just for a relaxation facial, because we want to ascertain truly what is going on with them, but also what they really would like, deep in the heart of Texas, what they would like. And, I was just listening to you about the skin, but, I've had a cap on for probably 2.5 weeks now on all these podcasts. And that's, quite frankly, guys, I desperately need hair color.
Yes.
And my hair has, it's so out of shape. It's like, I look kind of like Albert Schweitzer and Albert Einstein together. And so it's just easier. Now I have a little pony because it's gotten so long to pull it back. So I can't wait. But here is my face. Right. I can cover this up, but here is my face.
Right.
And so, as GiGi said, she at home in her downtime here is taking care of herself. And she can do treatments for herself, but it is very, very important to own that it's about treatments and home care. I received a call today from a client that you know well. I'm not going to name names, but she called and said, I know you're not open. I know I can come for my facial, but I just want to get going.
Yes.
That's what she said. And so I went into her program. I didn't pull out her intake form, but I opened the computer and looked at her program and what home care products she's used and what she hasn't and what she's done. And I put a little program together because she knows that that's what we do.
Right.
So I want to talk a little bit about that. As I said, people walk in here every day because we're right on the square. And when this gears up again, it will become again a walking thoroughfare. And every day people walk in and say, what do you do here? Even though we have banners on the door and banners in the window, they're not clear. So, because we do a lot.
Right, we do a lot.
But yet it's lovely. And so they're kind of disarmed by that and say, well, what do you really do here? And so it's our job to truly share with people what we do. So we just shared a point. You just shared, that taking that person from the information, the intake form, and then, as you said, looking at the skin under the magnifier, and then putting a plan together. But then we give our first time guest what we call the Miracle Experience Discovery Kit.
Right.
And that way they can take it home. Gigi's the hero, Bridget's the hero, Andy's the hero. They will share with that individual that they want them to use this and the why of that.
Right.
So share a little bit about that, how important that home care kit is, that they receive at no charge. It's part of their treatment.
Well, I kind of look at it twofold. I mean, it's a gift of service, to someone so that you're able to take the product home that I'm using in your facial to see what you like about it. I always tell people, you're going to like it. I know you're going to like it, but go home and tell me, put what you're using to the side and use these 6 products that are in the miracle bag. And tell me what characteristics you like of each product. They're synergistic, made to use together. But as our facials are customized, sometimes it's good to know what you like and know what you're going to do. I can tell you what to do, but if you put it in your hand and touch your own skin and see the changes that it makes, then that kind of drives it in. And so with spa services and home care coupled together, it's a benefit. Some people will come in and say, well, I have so many things at home and I don't want to buy something else. And I usually will say, well, we're giving this to you. It's a gift. Take home, use it. And 9 times out of 10, that client, when they come back in for their next service, they're ready to buy their treatments and their so that they can keep up with the work that we're doing in the spa. I always tell people you can come in and do treatments and services, but you have to do your homework at home in order to see results.
Absolutely. And we do have a program post an intro facial that you receive the discovery kit of our facial essential system. And the system, it was designed, and we've talked about this in a previous podcast, but that the products, the system rather, where are you going?
I went to get one of these just so they can see. I don't know. But 2 weeks worth.
Exactly. That it, but it is designed for all ages. We say anyone from 8 to 108, but also for skin needs. Right. And so it's a very unique system where it is not necessary. It can be customized. I always say, use them this way, meaning the AMP structure, and then see which ones, like you just said, you enjoy, and then, or you see the greatest results. But most people use all 6, but then many people, most people do, but then there are some that will customize it, like you're saying, to what they really saw the greatest difference to.
Right. So I'm not saying to cherry pick, because it's definitely a system that works together. But myself at home, I use my 6, but in the summertime, I might use more of this or more of that. So
very much so.
Right.
This will make more sense when you, I'm talking about to our guests, when you have your intro facial and receive it. Now, we're talking about the intro facial. We're talking about customizing it, because we have many. All you need to do is go to our website and you see all of the clinical facials, such as our alpha beta peel, photo facials, microderm, microcurrent, and cryofacial, microneedling, and then medical facials. Right. But one of the things that's very different about Novitas Spa and Medical Rejuvenation Clinic, very different than other medical spas, is that when a person comes to us, I'm not talking about a person that's been with Gigi or Bridget for years. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a person that has initially come to us and they have made it clear that they want to work on their skin from, various situations, from deep set lines to hyperpigmentation to rosacea to many different things. Made it clear. But we still, guys, do not jump off and sell them a big laser package without having that intro facial.
Yes. So and that's important for some of the things that we discussed earlier, seeing the what a person's skin condition is. Some people come in and they, and this happens all the time. I'll be online and someone will ask a question about a particular facial. And yes, it might look great, smell great. You might think it's perfect for you, but I might have you in the spa and we figure out that something else is better for your skin. So the intro facial is important so that we have time for me to see how your skin reacts with different treatments, and for you to go home, try the product out, use the product so that we can build upon the success that we have from home care and intro facial. So that intro facial is important. And I do have some people that come in and say, I know what I want. But if you slow a person down and say, well, I don't want to do something to you just because someone else did it, it might not have been what you needed. So that's important for me. And I think the benefit of also, and I might be skipping ahead, but a lot of times you've had your intro and then you do a facial, and we set up a program and we make sure that facials are part of that program. I can laser your face all day, but if you don't have that home care and you don't know how to take care of your skin, because the intro allows me also to coach you and tell this is what I'm doing here, and this is how you take the same treatment and do it at home.
You said one of the words, the descriptions that warms my heart.
Mm-hmm.
A coach.
Yes.
We are your skincare, body care coach.
Yes.
We are here to help you. Now, why can we call ourselves the coach? If we all think of sports, and we all have observed, if not participated ourselves, but we've watched the Super Bowl, and we've watched, major sporting events, and you see the coach on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
The coach is listening to his line coaches and so forth. But you think about a coach, that coach normally, I don't know if that's the right word, but basically has been a player themselves.
Most likely, yes.
Most likely. And they also have come up in the ranks of being a line coach and an other type of coach.
Mm-hmm.
That is the same difference here, guys.
Right.
We do not take anyone just out of school and have them take their laser training here in the state of Texas, and which is only 40 hours, guys, only 40 hours, and put them in a room with a laser hair removal unit, because it is absurd. Share a little bit about that. And from the standpoint, GiGi, of that, how many years ago did you get your laser training? And how long have you been doing this? And how has it fit together with everything that you were doing previous to that and post, building your own career?
So I have been in this industry for going on 20 years totally. But the medical laser portion of this business was important, not only because I like to continue to learn, but because I would like to help people and to coach people to have their skin look as great as it can, as well as their cells be as great as they can be. So I can't even remember, and I hate to say this, but we both went to laser training together probably 5-6 years ago. It seems like longer than that. And we had intense training, as far as what people are doing now. I see.
Excuse me, I can tell you exactly. No, I'll tell you exactly, because I geared to when I purchased our first laser, and so we started Cool Sculpting at 15, and we bought the Elos Plus in 15, and then that's our major laser platform, but we bought our first laser in the end of 13, so meaning in the fall, because we went Memorial Weekend for our laser training.
Yes, it was. 13. It was. And is that when we went to Houston for the second portion of our training? Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So we did our laser training, and I'm a type of personality that once I do it one time, I usually spend the time to know that this is something that I'm skilled at before I start, testing it out. So then you have your friends and your family come in. But the laser portion, the medical portion of this business was important for me as well as us, so that we can continue to help. So, I mean, 20 years is how long, I've been doing this. So it's been a long time. I consider my
she had her training wheels on, guys, for
Yes.
20 years.
Yes.
And that's really what I wanted to impart, because there's so many people, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just sharing information that will get their, and in the state of Texas, and this is really horrific, you do not need to be an esthetician to get laser training. And that's horrific in itself.
Yes.
Most people do not understand that. I'm talking about the consumer.
And another thing that most people that take this seriously, 9 times out of 10 aren't going to hire someone that only has laser training, because you don't know anything about the physiology of the skin. So I caution people with the, kind of, I can do 40 hours and then I'm a laser tech. It takes more than that to be able to use a medical grade equipment on someone's skin.
So in Novitas Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic, we have a program called the Masters Program.
Yeah.
And with that, now GiGi was way before that, meaning she's been an integral part of the business since I began the business in 2005. But what I'm saying about that is post 2013, when someone would join us, they had to go through what I call the Masters Program, which means that, yes, they were licensed estheticians, and basically, though, they had to learn our curriculum. And so they were a spa coordinator for at least 6 months. And during that season, started being trained with our protocols and started working in the facial room. And Bridget's the prime example of it, is that she was an esthetician for over a year, but she went through the master's program, and then she graduated as an esthetician. And she was in the room for over a year, folks, before she went and got her laser training. And what was interesting about that for me, and should be for you, is that when she joined us, she was newly licensed as an esthetician. And she felt, I'm just going to go get my laser training. But then she became a spa coordinator, and then started learning the protocols and realized how little she knew.
Right.
And with that, as she started interfacing with clients and doing the intro facials and the other clinical facials, she recognized that she needed to learn, like you've said several times, the skin.
Yes.
And how the skin responds. And then she was here for about 1.5 years, and I knew she was ready.
Yes.
At that time. And she said to me, Megan, I'm ready to get my laser training. And I said, yeah, no, you are. I was going to come to you had you not come to me. And so she did. But then GiGi said something key. She didn't just jump into the room.
Right.
She was under the tutelage of us. And then, like GiGi said, did her friends and family.
Yes.
Until she was comfortable. Because the skin, here I'm Caucasian, and you have, I love how you say it, rich in melanin. So meaning how we respond to the sun is different because of our DNA.
Right.
And so, not to get too technical, guys, but that is a key to understand, to understand how the laser performs. It really does not matter of what protocol, from an IPL to surfacing with a sublative. It's key to understand that.
Yes, it is. It is. And you have to think, and it's probably too technical, but I want people to understand how serious treatments like these are, and that you should do your homework to make sure that who you're entrusting, something that everyone can see, is qualified to do what it is that,
That's right. That's right. That's why as when we started the pop-up shop, I wanted to put programs together for you guys that would assist you to understand the differentials. One of the shows was, about ingredients and how to read an ingredient label, to understand that, to then go to whatever cosmetic store, it could be the grocery grocery store, but to understand the differential. We want to educate you. We'd
Yes.
love you to come to us, but I'm hoping and praying that on YouTube and other platforms, other estheticians will begin to watch these, because
Yes.
these are very informative sessions for not just the consumer, but an esthetician. And you said something very key right there, is that we take this very seriously. And we're in Texas, and the weather here is very different than, let's say, in Minnesota. We
Yes.
have a very, very short summer, very short.
Yes, we do.
And very short, but we have a very long birth from June through really the end of September, where it's hot here.
It is.
And the
It
skin
is.
responds to heat. And so we, again, will ascertain from a person's lifestyle, meaning like a Nicole Kidman who's never seen a sun ray in her life.
Right,
You
right.
might be able to do something versus a person who, when they say, oh, I have a pool and I'm there every day, well, that's
Right.
a different story. And so we have kind of a laser season
Mhm.
that starts from, mid-October through about, right now, like in
Right.
the month of May, where if somebody is really an outdoor person,
Mhm.
it's not the time to do laser resurfacing and other treatments. But have no fear. We
Yes.
use this season to do other things. Why don't you
Yes.
share a little bit about that?
So I will tell you that most people, once their skin is basically baseline, where they want it to be after they've had services and treatments and gone through their programs, because we have clients that have seen us for years and that are members, most people, because they've been coached, know what they can and cannot do. And I do have some clients that I might extend a little longer based upon what their habits are and based upon, how much exposure that they're getting. And I think that's important. I have clients that insist on certain things, and but with trial and error and, making your way through, they usually go along with whatever program that I give them. But sun, vacation, someone will come in and say, I want IPL because I have a sunspot, but then I know they're going to Jamaica next month. So it helps me to tell them, no, you need to wait, or this is gonna, and most people after a time and they trust you, they're gonna do what you recommend for them. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it is, it's very gratifying,
it is.
this Monday, which was yesterday, because I'm in these days, just like,
I know they start spreading together.
but on Motivation Monday, I shared the success formula from 3 Feet from Gold, which is a book that Sharon Lecter
Yes.
and Greg Reed wrote. And the story itself, it's a fiction, but it's parallels some of their lives. But it is a great story because it, I feel anyhow, it's not necessarily applicable to that big executive from the big corporation. It's about us all. And I used my girlfriend Linda as an example because she's quarantined heavily in the state of Connecticut.
Mhm.
Here she's alone, truly alone. And what is she doing? She's doing a quote of the day and putting it to our little group text of the yayas.
Uh-huh.
Well, the success formula is your passion plus talent
Yes.
times association plus action, times action plus faith
Yes.
equals success.
Yes, and that is a formula for success.
Hello, Bridget. She's with us. And oh, there's Tony. Hello, Tony. But Bridget just joined us. Bridget is one of our medical estheticians. And there's a glare with my glasses, and
I know, I can see one a little bit. It's not bad.
that's why I try to do it without that. But anyhow, I look when I first read that maybe 2 years ago. GiGi to me is a success formula girl and a hope and possibilities girl, because again, it's her passion
Yes.
times talent plus, no, it's the plus. It's passion plus talent times association
Mhm.
times action
Yes.
plus faith equals success. And you know, success can be monitored or deduced on many levels, you know.
Right.
But basically, we here at Aginah, honestly, guys, and we have worked as a team for many, many years, is that truly we want you to have your success. And we look at you from that analysis to what you are looking for. And then, you know, we take that information and put a plan and program together for
Yes.
your success.
Yes.
But we all ascribe to that success formula. Meaning we all have our own passions, right, Gigi?
Yes, we do. We do.
And our own talents, and we
Yes.
do.
Yes.
And then association, we work as a team.
We do work as a team.
We really do. And then again, action. We are not we're not just here to bide the time. We are
Right.
here to create, with our faith in God, your true success of what
Yes.
you're, you know, working on.
I know that I love what I do, and I know that we all love what we do. So you're going to be successful, you know, when you have a passion for that. And our passion is skin as well as the whole being, and everyone. I can say that we have a great team. Every esthetician, massage therapist that's in our building, I would recommend my mother to, my son to, you know, so I'm recommending us to you.
But the other aspect is we care about you.
Yes.
That is why we really seek excellence in everything we do,
Yes.
and putting truly a customized program together. And Tony said hello to you.
Hi, Tony.
So good to see you, Miss Tony. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So anything else you'd like to share, sweet Gigi?
I just want to tell everybody to, you know, take care of yourself, and not only on your outside, the inside. Different people have different coping mechanisms for, you know, everything that's going on. I like to say that, you know, I'm happy and I'm looking forward to, you know, safely coming back to work. I'm looking forward to seeing my colleagues and, you know, just to be well and to be happy.
Amen. Amen. And I can honestly say, because I'm holding down the fort here, because I do live around the corner.
Yes.
I could walk here, but is that people are truly so looking forward to having us open our doors and be back. I just wanted to share a few things before we say goodbye. Is that, you know, this is spring going into summer. And again, I don't know, Gigi and I both don't know, Bridget, and we don't know when we'll be doing services again. But a woman called me today, and there's a glare here, but this is our Cryo Tea and Zerona program. I just want to, the reason I'm bringing this up is that we are experts in body sculpting. Just as Gigi shared that we've started doing laser treatments in 2013, Q4, last quarter of 13, but we started doing body contouring in 15. And I'm not going to be long-winded here, but what I'm saying is this program that we have put together is based on a lot of expense. I mean, I've invested a lot into this, but seeing what works, what doesn't work, and how it isn't just one and done, but it's a program that not only will help you for success, but also maintenance. And that is one of the key things, because we've seen over the years, now this is 5 years, and we've seen people have success, but then not have a maintenance program and slide back to where they were beforehand. So truly, we are here for that beginning to where you begin, to keep going and don't stop. So I just want to share that, because again, you can call here and I can do a consultation over the phone. I absolutely can. We can be ready for when, I mean, on some level, Gigi will say, oh, but you
Right.
have the body. I understand that. But I can share with you our program is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know,
Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, the consult is important. So whether it be over the phone, which what we're doing right now, it's very important to make sure that you have what you need. And I feel like our approach with body sculpting is the same approach that we have for the skin. So whether it be skin or body.
Right. That's what I wanted to mention. It's really a synergistic, holistic approach, because then I'm not going to go on and on, but one of the things is our infrared sauna, which is part of the body contouring cellulite program. And it has tremendous health and wellness benefits. And it actually has been highlighted during this period of pandemic because viruses do not like heat.
They
don't. And so we have something that really not only will build your immune system, if you have been compromised, but also will help with building it to ward off that viral situation.
Right.
So we're very excited about opening the door, and because so many people, and I know you all who are watching are on Facebook all the time, and you're saying, oh my God, you're just bombarded with information.
Yes.
And we are here. That's why one of the reasons why we're doing the pop-up shop, but we want to do it this way.
Yes, yes. And I appreciate that. I mean, it just helps to bridge the gap, to let people know that, you know, we're here and we're available for you. And we want things to get back to normal as quickly as possible and as safely as possible. And, you know, the sauna and those things help to bridge the gap until we're able to touch skin again.
Right. And then lastly, I'd like to share that tomorrow over my shoulder here is our regenerative stem cell therapy banner. And Dr. Green is going to be my guest on my new podcast called Face Facts Unique Leaders Podcast. And Dr. Green owns founder and owner of R3 Stem Cell. He'll answer a little bit about that, as well as regenerative stem cell therapy. He is a pioneer in the whole industry. So don't miss that.
Yes.
Again, 4:00 tomorrow. And then Thursday, Gigi, Bridget, who we've mentioned, who's been on the comments, as well as Andy, who's our treasured clinical esthetician. I mean, she is a rock star and people adore her, will be. So we're going to have a multi-screen, guys, on Thursday, and that'll be very fun. So also at 4:00. So that'll be another pop-up shop, bringing Novitas Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic to you. And then tomorrow, as I shared, at 4:00, we'll be with Dr. David Green and regenerative stem cell therapy, dispelling misinformation and sharing correct information.
Right.
So I'm excited to have Dr. with me.
A lot of people ask me about stem cells, so this will be a really great opportunity for people to look in and to check it out. Great information.
You know, you just touched on something key that I actually am going to have something printed, so I put it here. Please, Miss Gigi, share that. Bridget, Tony, everyone, share it with your people, because if you ever want to really know correct information, Dr. Green, again, I'm not going to go on and on here, but all his protocols are approved by the IRB. That is a very sophisticated review board. Again, this guy is not just a guy whistling Dixie. This person knows his information. So please share that. We've already posted about Dr. Green and I on the Face Facts Unique Leader podcast tomorrow at 4. So please do share that. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, sweet.
Thank you. I make sure to see you soon.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, love. Thank you, folks, for joining us, and be blessed.
Be blessed.